How far back does the repository go? What's your oldest entry?
We have records dating all the way back to 1602.
Eva, do you have any information on a company named BOIIIS?
The requested record has been flagged as corrupted beyond predictive reconstruction.
You hear lots of beep boop bops. This is the best storytelling I've ever done. I'm so glad you have a big heart and a big mount to carry all these big pieces of a computer. Welcome back, Foundlings, to another episode of the Gate Chronicles. This is Chronicle 1, Chapter 93. My name is Emily, and I'm your Game Master and host for this series, session, episode, editor-in-chief of something or other, and, well, anyway, today I am joined by my two only players who are going to go around and introduce themselves, starting on my left.
Oh, wait, that's me! Hi! Everybody, I'm dyslexic, and I play Charles Smoot, 57-year-old biology teacher, born and raised in upstate New York. And last time, everyone finally affirmed my fever dream, and they saw it too.
Yeah, right. Okay, I just gotta say, dyslexia, L and R.
What?
Left and right.
Well, yeah, but because the trick is you hold up your hand, and then whichever one makes an L is your left hand. But then I looked at my hands and I'm like, wait, which way's the right way?
You're not dyslexic.
I'm not dyslexic. I'm Quintin. And the person sitting to my left is...
Jadon! It's me. I play Finnevier Veer, humble bard, looking to find his family and find himself along the way.
That almost sounded like an intro.
It almost sounded like an intro.
So it was actually really close to his intro we had to practice. So there we go.
I think he's earned the humble bard title.
Yeah, definitely humble.
Yeah, he's lost the merchant.
Yeah, there's no more merchant
broke.
in him.
No more Prophet of Profit, even though that's your character art.
I've got burned. His copy of Prophet got burned.
That should be your character's new goal, is to find another copy.
Or another copy finds.
We were just in a library.
We were just in a library. You could have asked
her. Been, imagine the lore if we found out that it was something from your guys' time.
That would have been so good.
Oh my gosh.
Probably was like a financial self-help book that was written back ages ago.
Oh, you could have been trapped in purgatory. It would have been great.
Well, too late now.
Where do we find ourselves now?
Oh, you're going to give me a second.
Because we're not in live. Oh, wait, that's right. We have to draw.
You have to draw from the Temporal Dissonance Syndrome deck. So, I am going to say, if you guys draw the same card as last time, it is going to become permanent.
I think it's even better, There's only one that I've drawn twice, so I'll know if I draw.
It'll become a new character flaw. There you go.
Finn won't know what anyone's name is.
Jaden, are you ready to activate the GM's trap card? It looks like you're
I'm not. I'm
hiding this one specifically, so I want it. Oh, that one's nice.
Did you get death?
No, why would I get death? Why is that so ominous? What did you get?
Starting on my left, Quintin.
Okay.
Which card did you draw?
I got the moon. Moon. I'm going to turn into a werewolf.
You struggle to remember the names of people you know. You feel as if it is on the tip of your tongue, and whenever you attempt to address or refer to any known individual by name, you must succeed at a will save equal to your will DC. On a failure, you hesitate, misname them, or avoid using a name altogether, and you could replace it with another name, or something that's just completely wrong, or disturbingly familiar, but just not right.
Wait, no, I'm going to be doing this so much. Charles Smoot, I specifically, me as a player, always refer to people by their proper given name. That way I can differentiate them. Yeah. Like, seriously.
All right, Starshine.
Failing Gray.
Anyway, Jaden. Which card did you draw?
One that's close to home. The Fool.
This is where a catchy tune plays on repeat in your head, but you can't recall the lyrics or the name of the song. You frequently hum or sing snippets of the song at inappropriate times, often to the amusement or irritation of those around you. Whenever you attempt an action with the concentrate trait, you must succeed at a will save against your own will DC. On a failure, the song distracts you and you cannot complete the action. Was this the exact card you had last session?
No, it's the first one I drew.
Okay.
The first time we went to the nodes.
Correct.
And how dare you make concentrate relevant for the first time in P2E?
I literally did. I was like...
She was so spiteful. It was like, I'm going to make it matter.
And you know what? This is a great subsystem.
It makes it important, and it
is. It's great.
Brings balance to the world.
If you too would like the rules to this subsystem, you could subscribe to our Patreon.
Well, I mean, I'd have to type them up, but I could.
Reach out to us if that's something that you would enjoy as bonus content for your tabletop role-playing game experience.
So, let's get started. Last time, while you were exploring the forest, making your way back to Lamb's Respite, you stumbled across a very ancient but modern library of sorts, the Arclight Repository, where you met an AI named Eva. Your hearts were broken as you realized that slowly, over time, the forest has been encroaching on her home, choking out the last bits of sunlight that power her, and you're not able to bring her with you. She's too hefty. What can we say? She's a thick girl.
Dummy thick.
This is like the worst recap I've ever done.
Love this recap.
But continuing onward, you once again, Charles Smoot, encountered the dangerous creature that has been stalking your party apparently for quite a period of time now. But now we proceed onward. And if I remember correctly, Jaden?
Oh no.
You paid into the node system for an item that would be useful in the next node.
Oh, he did.
He did.
So what is he just gonna stumble over a rock?
No. It's something that I found then and that now gets to come up in the story.
What'd you find?
We'll find out this time on the Gate Chronicles.
On the Gate Chronicles. Yay! You have been riding through the Forest of the Forgotten for many days now. Where you are passing through seems to be actually a portion of Mildwood. Having traversed good bits of the Darkwood, your bodies and minds are fatigued. I have not had you roll anything against the Darkwood's effects yet, because technically you've been in and out with breaks in between.
Aw, how kind and considerate of you.
Yes, well, don't worry.
Say one of those saves we've been making for the cognitive dissonance.
That's not Darkwood.
You already have the other stuff.
Oh, there's so much else going on. Yeah, just why not layer more complexity involved?
I also don't feel like dealing with character mutations right now.
Please.
You want radiation poisoning? Because that's all this is, buddy. So, continuing with your adventure, heading back to Lamb's Respite, I'm going to ask you all to roll a perception check.
Ooh. Got a 30 for Charles Smoot.
Finnever got a 29.
As you are riding through the woods, you start to notice that there seems to be bits of metal that are peeking out from within the trees, as if the trees themselves have started to claw their way through the skeletal remains of ancient buildings. Skyscrapers that once towered overhead now lay waste on the forest floor, the canopy above stretching far beyond where you can see even the light of day. And you hear a distant thudding that is rhythmic, as if something is walking nearby. And, Finnever, you notice there seems to be almost what appears to be the remains of a bus stop. And you can see that there is a glass panel, and on the inside you notice that there are actually pieces of paper, and they seem relatively intact. Your character, taking note of this, sees something, though, that stands out to you. Something that looks akin to metal men of sorts. It reminds you a bit like Pow. But in the images, it looks almost like these metal men are actually being put to work of some kind. And you can actually see that there seems to be a station of 4 of them in like this one image saying, "Thanks to our protectors of the city." And you can see that they seem to be standing in front of some sort of giant lever. And you can see like they're grabbing onto it and pulling against it in the image.
I'd like to think that like the glass was like very like suction stuck on, and when he pried it open, it broke the airtight seal, which might have been keeping it safe.
Yeah, and the paper just kind of like floats out onto the ground along with the other papers, which seem to have been faded in the sunlight. This one is also gravely faded as well.
He would take the papers back to the group and show them. Look, there's more of those people like Pal, race you called androids.
Like Pal? I mean, look at the scale of those things. It's more like the Iron Giant.
Wow. What do they mean by protectors?
They're bigger? Like they come bigger? What's an Iron Giant?
There's like a little tiny person to scale on the page.
Person for scale. Smoot kind of points out the really tiny person next to it.
These are like Carter-sized androids.
Maybe that's what the thumping is in the distance.
I hope they're nice, like Ava and Pal. Well, I mean, I guess Pal wasn't... No, Pal was friendly.
Pal was. His other...
cousins were not so much.
Yeah, let's hope they're not corrupted. We may need to tread carefully.
All right. Continuing onward a bit, you hear as the thumping noises seem to get louder the further in that you ride. And it seems as though the trees are starting to shake a little bit. And you guys see what appears to be some sort of mossy covered figure that is moving towards you. What do you do?
Mr. Smoot?
Just quickly, everyone, get behind cover. Wait, out of its path. Hopefully it's not coming for us. Beep. Yeah, this way.
Yeah. So we follow off the road.
I would even try and stealth check.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. You're only as sneaky as your weakest link.
Well, Smoot's not that sneaky.
Is Smoot the weakest link?
Total 17 for Charles Smith's stealth check. But yes, he's trying to usher everybody kind of out of the obvious walking path of this gargantuan creature. Well, at least I wasn't the weakest link.
23 for Finn. For somehow stealthier than Valen, even though he's humming to himself.
It seems that this thing is approaching towards you all, and you maneuver your mounts to sort of go off the trail where you think it might be going. However, it seems that Valen, struggling to control his mount, is not able to avoid whatever this thing is. A very large metal humanoid android.
Yeah. Those are all the words.
Steps out, starts charging straight ahead. And we're going to enter into a chase.
I love
This
chases.
is not the puzzle part. We're going to get to the puzzle.
Okay, is there anything that we need to roll for a chase? Would it be a ride check?
The elk, upon seeing this large thing, seem to panic slightly and just start to move on their own. I'm going to have you guys do a few checks here. Athletics, probably, for hanging on, or acrobatics. So your first check is going to be, as your elk start running, they come across a very large fallen tree. How's that going? I'm not seeing nothing.
Charles Smoot, a literal master in athletics, with a plus 18 to his athletics check, gets a total 19. And for those of you who are quick at math, you might be able to deduce that the only way to get 19 from 18 is if you add a +1 from your dice roll.
A true critical failure.
A true critical failure.
Your saddle snaps and you fall off as your elk, Cerulean, begins to jump over this tree. And you fall to the ground with a massive thud. Jaden, how was your check?
Well, Benavir got a 29 on acrobatics.
Guinevere, holding on for dear life, manages to overcome the leap along with his elk, and he is continuing to ride. Charles Smoot.
We can totally fight it, right?
Solutions, or whatever you desire them to be.
Totally intended to be a combat encounter.
Yeah, sure. We don't know if this thing is just clearing trees or if he's actually charging us. We're just gonna cleave it in twain, just like everything else that Inconvenience does.
Yeah, maybe it's just like, what is your directive?
It's
maybe
okay.
friends are...
Charles Smoot, as Kelsey also manages to fall off of her mount as it leaps over, and she would fall on top of you.
Ah, gosh, first Rolly and now you too, Kelsey.
It seems to charge straight past you momentarily, going beyond where you both had landed on the ground. But as you shout, or basically go, Kelsey, it seems to turn. It stops. As it runs into a giant wall, it stops and turns back towards you and begins barreling towards you in a straight line.
Quick, Charlotte, get out of here. I'll distract it. It's like a bull and I'll be the matador.
Who is Charlotte? That's
you know, go on, get out of here.
Yeah, so it's barreling towards you. Finavir, you are on your elk riding, and you see that it has stopped and turned and is going the opposite direction.
Well, that's good, you're safe.
He looks around for his family, his found family.
You see 2 elk riding up next to you, and they seem to slow down and start eating some grass. They are they are riderless.
No sense of self-preservation.
Cerulean, Victor Westmoot, as if expecting an answer.
Okay, what do you do? It's barreling towards you.
I'm going to wait until the very last second, and then I'm going to just like tumble out of the way with an athletics check.
Okay. Give me an athletics.
Much better. The master of athletics, Charles Smoot, has a 35 total for his athletics check.
You see as it barrels past you, continuing on this trajectory and running straight into a tree. This massive tree gets pummeled into, and you hear as it kind of like cracks a little bit and shakes, and birds above you start chittering away.
Charles Smoot looks directly at Kelsey. Get to the elk.
Right. Okay. Roll a perception check, both of you.
The dice are being spicy today. Ooh! The dice have a story they want to tell, and I'm here for it. So yeah, another natural 1 critical failure out of Charles Smoot for a total 15.
You should roll some real life dice.
No, this is great.
And an 18 for Finavir.
Woo! We're on a hot streak, boys!
Okay, yeah. Valen is continuing to ride forward, cannot get control of his elk. But that's not...
Yeah, I like the thought that he's aware. He's just going, dang it!
That's a good job, Ben. Keep it up. Get out of here.
Okay, Okay, so this is what you notice, is Valen is currently, like, you see him struggling to stop the elk in the distance, and he is continuing to ride. You scream, that's right, Ben. Get out of here. You hear, though, as footsteps start barreling back towards you in the straight line at you.
Oh, shit. That's me.
You are not going to be able to dodge out of this one.
That's fine. I was very distracted. Unknown creature, privately rolled dice. I don't like that.
As you are shouting and waving towards Valen, Ben, you feel as your body gets launched, as this thing runs straight into you. You get launched off to the side, knocked over. You take 16 bludgeoning damage. But you see as it again runs straight ahead. This time it runs into that tree that was fallen over and kind of like actually kicks through it a little bit. You see as it breaks open and makes a slight path, but it seems to stop right then and there. Finavir, you hear as there is a loud crashing sound behind you, and you see that this creature, this golem, has stopped in its tracks as it has come into contact with this tree.
Finn, recognizing that his party is not with him, he will attempt to A, turn around, but B, turn around with the other elk.
Okay, give me a nature check.
Oh, that's not a very good check. He does not have great bonuses, but let's go.
Let's go!
With enthusiasm. Not one!
Guys, I'm just letting you know.
Hey.
It's not your fault.
He rolled with physical dice.
He did. This is nobody's fault. We're still in the chase. You only need 3 chase points to end the chase.
Well, ma'am.
It's not your fault. I just think it's really funny. Apparently, your rolls just don't want you to get any clues or hints. I'm so sorry. All right. So, Jaden, you spur your elk onward, following after Valen on accident.
Let's go, everybody. Wait, no, not that way.
Mr. Smooth!
Oh, God, they're useless without me.
You scream, Mr. Smoot, and all of a sudden, it starts charging after you again.
Smoot turns to look for Kelsey as she was nearby. All right, Kelsey.
Yes, Mr. Smoot.
It looks like, from what I see, they're triggered by audio cues. I was standing still until Finavir, like an idiot, shouted at the top of his lungs. I don't know where he gets that bad habit from.
Oh, Kelsey comes back over. I wonder where.
I know. It seems to be a very big drawback. We should really get addressed at some point.
So should we hide and wait it out?
I think we should calmly sneak and try and follow them to the best of our ability, but not to make any...
Warn them?
How? Without making noise.
I don't have a bow where I'd shoot them in the butt.
I don't think that would get the message across that we want.
All right.
I mean, if you want, I'm somewhat decent at being noticeable. I could get his attention, and then you could regroup with him.
Anyway, so over to you, Finavir. It's barreling towards you. You see that there is a giant metal beam that has fallen over, and you are about to run straight into it. Valen has jumped over it. He is like side saddle on his elk right now. What do you do?
After consulting my options, Finn will attempt to have the elk jump it as well.
All right. Give me an athletics to hold on.
Let's go! That's another 18!
You are also leaning over on your saddle, almost falling off. You are barely holding on right now. Charles Smoot, back to you.
So Charles Smoot would burst out from his hiding position and kind of stand in the trail that was made by this big robot. And he's going to shout, "Hey, big ugly tin can! Your mother was a toaster and your father smelled of oil!"
You hear a loud crashing sound. Finavir, you see as Valen completely falls off of his elk, which continues running uncontrollably in the forest. And you hear the metal crash behind you, but it sounds like the footsteps stop all of a sudden.
I really don't want to lose the elk. I'm willing to do something risky. This has multiple failure components.
Okay.
So assuming that the elk have a trained stop command that we're aware of, Finn would try to use that command at a distance with the cantrip Bullhorn, which has the concentrate trait.
It also makes a lot of noise.
Which also makes a lot, which I said, multiple points of failure.
You tell me what you do.
Finn is going to try to catch up the elk, and we'll get back to him when it's time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, Valen is fallen off his elk. He is on the ground right now. You see as he rolls over. Oh, my ass! Again! Charles Smoot, you scream loudly to get this thing's attention. And as you do, you see as it crashes into this metal pole, which is now dented, like it is in half now. It turns, and it charges straight towards the sound of your voice.
Well, damn. Didn't think this far ahead.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Kelsey, I told you to sneak away that way.
Oh, I'm gone. Bye. I was never here. So what do you do?
I'm going to just basically keep making noise, but like stand behind a tree. But like a big, thick tree. Big, thick, very living, well-rooted tree.
How fast do you move?
I am a barbarian, so we actually have faster movement speed than the average bear.
Okay, I like this. You start running the opposite direction. It is chasing you, basically, and you give me a reflex.
It's not my best skill, but not my best roll. Total 19 for Charles Smith's reflex.
You dodge at the last second, but you drop an item.
Matilda, no! For the audience members at home who don't remember last episode, Matilda is Charles Smoot's large, +1, striking, wounding bastard sword.
I hope you're enjoying this. I'm just letting you guys.
I hope you're enjoying our subpar rolls.
Not your fault.
It's not our fault.
You drop Matilda, and you see this thing just run straight into the tree. The tree reverberates almost. Matilda is underfoot.
Is it in one piece? It sunk into the ground, right? It's not like...
All right, I'm going to roll a percentile dice. Let's say you have a 30% chance that Matilda is intact.
Oh, that's terrible.
She'll take on the broken condition otherwise.
That's repairable.
Exactly.
That's good.
23.
She's just a little recessed into the ground a little.
Yeah, you're very fortunate. It just seemed like she sunk down into the mud a little bit. But congratulations. It has crashed into the tree. What do you do?
I'm thinking, give me a second. It is obviously triggered by movement and noise. So I wanted to throw something in a general direction away from us that would crash and make visual cue and audio cue.
Sure. So here's some things you could do. You could try and wait it out. You could try and throw one of your personal items. You could try and throw an item you find nearby.
Yeah, if I could perception check for anything moderately large.
Sure.
Because that is when we needed that dice roll.
Yes.
Well, a natural 20 for Charles' perception check on a total 34 to look for big random objects.
What do you find?
There's a rusty, tire rim in the ground, and I just, spin around like I'm wielding a disc, and I just yeet it as far as I can in the opposite direction of the party.
Okay. Give me an athletics. This is just for distance.
Okay, I'm so glad I have a plus 18 in athletics. The dice do not want us to succeed. They've been sabotaged. That is a total 22 for Charles Smith's athletics check to throw.
You throw this tire. It doesn't go very far, but it is far enough that it seems to get this thing's attention. And you see as it seems to almost automatically turn in the direction of the sound, and it charges straight ahead towards that, barreling down this straight path until it crashes into something in the distance.
Charles Smoot will now like to stealth and very delicately recover Matilda, and then slink back into the brush as to not make any loud audible noises or any particularly glaring visual cues.
Okay.
22 on Charles Smoot's stealth check.
Okay. You meet back up with the group. Kelsey is regrouped with you, Finavir, before anything else. She looks at you and says, "Sound is the problem."
It triggers off of audio cues, but it also seems it's not really good at stopping. So once it's going in a direction, it will go that way until it hits something that stops it.
Valen, where's your elk? I don't know.
Wait.
Somewhere far away from here.
You! Why? No, I'm not looking at Superland. I'm looking directly at Valen, but Charles Smooth seems absolutely befuddled. How do you...
Me, yes.
How do you lose a well-trained elk? God dang it, Ben, I can't give you anything nice.
What?
How do you lose an elk?
Let's just say, I do not have the best skill at managing mounts when they're panicked, alright? To be fair.
I could have sworn we gave you riding lessons. I thought you'd be better than this.
I suppose I had riding lessons. It's just this time around I fell on my ass again. You really should get that looked at. Would you like to look at it for me?
No! We will track down your elk. We'll do so quietly. We'll have that guy rub it out, you know?
I'd rather not. Never mind. It's fine.
Well, then stop your whinging.
To be fair, I don't know where my elk is either.
What are you people doing?
What are you doing?
These are well-trained animals.
Well, we'll just have to go and find them then.
Of course. Leave your kids alone for 2 seconds. They mess everything up.
It went that way.
And he just points straight ahead of where you guys were.
And Charles Smoot, I guess, would roll a nature check to track them down.
Survival for tracking. But congratulations, you got through the chase.
Total 30 for Charles Smoot's survival check to track the elk.
Awesome.
I would let Kelsey ride Cerulean, and then I would be very insistent that Valen ride with Finavir.
I can walk. You haven't to walk yourself.
All right, I get mine. I'm just saying. Like,
All right, fine.
I was just thinking about your butt hurt and everything, so...
You keep saying this like it's some sort of joke, and I don't understand. Never mind.
You lead the party through the forest until you seem to come across an extremely long wall. And you find the two elk are there, standing outside of this wall. They seem to be grazing right now. They look up at you, and then they'll go back to whatever they're doing because they're enjoying themselves. But this wall is surprisingly intact. It looks almost military grade to you with its thickness, and you see what appears to be some sort of door in the center of it. And as far as you can see, the wall seems to stretch on for a very long distance in either direction.
Well, I have good news and I have bad news. Good news, hopefully you can see it with your own two eyes. There are your elk. Congratulations.
Oh, that's great.
Bad news.
There's a wall here.
That is the direction we are trying to go. We can attempt to go around it, but there's no saying how long this goes on for. It could be miles. It could detour us days even, if there's sufficient terrain obstacles in the way.
Well, unless you've learned how to fly or tunnel through metal, it seems we have but one choice.
I mean, it depends on what you mean by... There's always more choices.
Such as?
Charles Smooth would go up and inspect the wall. I'm assuming this is a very smooth wall made out of metal.
Yeah, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that there may be some power still to this gate, as it may be hydraulic powered. You see that there seems to be 4 very large levers of some sort, and you can see that there are lines on the ground that are trailing from the levers up to this gate, where you see there are 4 notches that look almost as if they should be lit up.
Are any of them currently lit up?
None of them are currently lit, but you can see that there is some slight lights that are slowly flashing on this gate.
Charles Smoot would like to go up and investigate the one to the top right-hand side.
Okay.
He is going to use the rope that we got back, and he's going to attempt to fasten it to Cerulean, and then the other part to this lever, and he's trying to pull it in a clockwise direction so that it is at a 9 o'clock.
Have Cerulean roll an athletics check, or it would be more of a strength check.
Yeah, and so in tandem, I would even assist pushing.
Finavir, roll your perception check.
22.
As Charles Smoot is very focused on trying to heave and push against some of these levers, which he seems to be struggling to do. They barely budge. You can hear a slight creak of metal as he does so. You start to notice that there seems to be pieces of metal that are sticking up out of the ground, which remind you of a hand that's kind of sticking up out of the ground.
He'll go up and try to mess with it.
You go over to it. It is massive in comparison to you. About the same size as that golem that you had faced earlier that was chasing you, to be exact. The hand looks as if it has been here for a very long time, slowly decaying and being reabsorbed by the earth.
Try to mess with the fingers.
They're massive. They're very rusted as well. You would literally jump up to grab onto a finger to try and make it bend.
Yeah.
It does not budge easily, but it lets out a creak as you do so, and you still hear the sound of thudding footsteps, which seem to suddenly stop with this sound.
So Charles Smoot get into a low, deep squat, pushes every fiber of his being into this lever with a total of 37 on his athletics check.
You push into this lever, having Cerulean pull against it on the opposite side. It budges and lets out a very loud creaking sound, moving slightly to the left. It seems almost as if you need to make almost a full rotation if possible. It's taking a lot of effort to do so, more than you would have expected, but it's likely rusted from all these years. But with this loud creaking sound emitting from the lever, you hear the footsteps of a large creature beginning to run towards you.
Mr. Smoot, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of time.
I don't know. Are you as clinically insane as I am?
That we're going to use that giant robot to smash into these 4 pillars at just such a time, in a clockwise fashion, one after another, to hopefully activate those lights and pray that we're correct, and that will open the door and we can run away.
Yahtzee! It's not just me that belongs in a sane asylum.
So how far do I get this one?
Halfway.
All right, well, let's just test if this theory works first. The problem is we need it coming from the right direction, because we need to turn him clockwise. So we're going to have to get his attention one way, dodge, and get his attention the other way.
And all of a sudden, you see this giant golem run in and run straight past you, crashing into the gate. Please roll for me your initiatives.
Nat 20 for a total 34 on Charles Smoot.
Not what?
Nat 1? Well, what's your total? Oh, you are at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
14.
he really is.
Charles Smoot, you are up in the turn order. What do you do?
If I could set the stakes here, anyone who has any history in tabletop RPGs, have you ever had 4 rounds of combat go the way you planned, all in a row? This is what we will be attempting to do. May the dice save us.
I mean, this is a puzzle, right? I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely being dramatic here.
Charles Smoot will position himself around the pulling side of the lever where Cerulean was to try and bait the robot into ramming into the pushing side. And hopefully that charging momentum is going to turn the lever the rest of the way. And he'll just shout out towards the robot,
Hey, bolts for brains! I've met rocks with better processing power!
Okay, so you guys rolled really poorly earlier when you first encountered it, so I'm going to give you this now. You've noticed that it seems to always run in a straight line and only stops when it runs into something. Also, Charles Smoot, seeing that you were the last one to see it, I'll say at this point, you notice that this metal robot golem thing, it looks like it is falling apart with pieces of it crumbling off that appeared loose earlier with this latest impact. I'm going to have you roll a reflex as he barrels towards you because he is going straight in that direction. And the lever, as it gets impacted and he crashes into it, is going to swing towards you.
I'm sure that a 3 on the dot is sufficient with 15 total on Charles Smoot's reflex.
Charles Smoot,
Still less damage than jumping 80 feet. We're
you
fine.
take 31 damage as you get smacked in the face by this lever, which spins around. This is fair, I think. That is the end of your turn, Charles Smoot.
Yep, that's it.
Kelsey moves over to the leftmost lever.
I don't really like this, but okay. I don't like insulting people, you know?
And she's just like talking and trying to come up with a insult, and she is unable to. But let's see. It is going to run into this. I think Kelsey is getting smacked,
I think we're doing a great job, guys.
and she seems to take some damage, as you can see. Valen's turn. Where are you putting him?
Valen would run to the bottom right and just
But I think you should move.
What's the check?
Reflex.
30!
and then Valen.
So you're going to take 13 bludgeoning damage as you get knocked over. Funny thing is, you could have also just used telekinetic projectile to projectile an object in that direction.
No, nonsense. We have to have a living human body there.
It's a puzzle. What can I say? What do you say, Jaden? What does
I
Figure
say we work with what we know that works. It just makes sense. It just makes sense to put yourself in the line of critical danger.
Is that what Finavir says? It just makes sense to stand here.
It just makes sense.
How does Finn get its attention?
Help! What were they called again? Like a centurion heroes or something? Guardians, you guardian, you tree cleaver. Over here, please.
Tree cleaver. Okay. Jaden, reflex.
22.
Oh, Jaden, you're gonna take some beaming. Actually,
Not some. You're going to take a lot of them.
yeah, you're gonna you
21. You roll out of the way, your clothes covered in dirt and debris. You have a little tiny tear in your sleeve.
Gus.
Gasp. Charles Smoot, it is your turn.
Well, I'm on the opposite side of where I need to be.
Yes, but you are required to move or do something.
I'm really not. I'm going to sit here quietly and like make eyes at Kelsey in the direction of where she needs to go because she can get there so much quicker than I can.
Okay. Kelsey scoops up some rocks and throws them at the location. I think it's still a DC 5 to hit a spot.
I am going to throw this pebble.
The pebble falls directly in front of her. Wow, Kelsey, I'm impressed. I'm 7.
And here,
Can't correct her.
Nope.
Go fail here.
I just shake my head in disappointment.
The downside is it's going to run towards Kelsey. Kelsey is going to need to roll a reflex. Oh, what a great time. You know, Kelsey, she's also seen better days. Realizing what she's done, oh shit, runs out of the way, slides, and is fine. And she just goes, safe. Thank God. Okay. Valen's turn. What is Valen doing?
I'm coming, my love.
All right, he makes his way 75 feet over. Does he have any ranged spell attack rolls?
Valen's never even declared his love, and now he's screaming, I'm coming, my love. And that's all the actions he can take. So, over to Finavir.
So yeah, he's going to target the ground down here.
Okay, so you're going to telekinetic projectile down to the south of this last lever.
Oh yeah, you hit that ground real good.
Okay, it does. It runs basically straight down. Okay, it crashes into a nearby wall. You see as debris kind of sprays out. Charles Smoot.
All right, Charles Smoot is just going to start making his way at half speed towards the door, which should hopefully be opening soon. And he's going to try and like gather the elk.
Okay. Please roll in nature, because we're going to assume that these elk have been either cowering or starting to like run away if you didn't tie them down.
Such nature.
I speak for the trees, man. So that's a total 30 on Charles Smoot's nature check.
You manage to calm the elk that are nearby. You have 2 of them at this time.
That's too few.
Yes. The other 2 are further away, which will require another check from you at some point, but not right now.
Okay, I'll do that at some point, not right now.
Okay, it's Kelsey's turn.
I'm going to throw a rock, and I'm not going to miss this time.
Okay, she'll throw it, and she is going to not crit fail this time.
Is it possible?
No.
No, please tell me it is possible. I need more positive for it. Hey, that's not a 1!
Hey! So yes, you hear as a pebble dinks off of the side of a metal piece that has fallen from a building at one point. Finavir, roll a perception check.
28.
Finavir, you have noticed as this golem has been crashing into things that bits of it have been breaking off and metal shrapnel has fallen onto the ground. And as it runs towards Valen and crashes into this lever, you see as its torso is almost sheared from itself, which goes flying as the lever itself turns, but its golem then collapses down and is no longer moving.
No. Smoot!
I did not account for the metal man breaking down.
Everyone quick, the last lever!
We don't know that it's a timed thing.
I don't think it's timed that I know of.
It's just a positional thing. Maybe, but we don't know. Urgency, people. Go, go, go.
Urgency. Okay. All right. Pull the lever, Kronk.
Oh, actually, wait. You guys do that.
And Charles Smoot goes and he's going to have to collect the elk still. As they probably would have scattered from all the heavy stomping, so...
Okay, yeah, you're going to go collect the elk. Interesting. Okay, so Finavir, Valen,
Yeah, I'm sure they got it.
roll an athletics.
Well, my plan is when inevitably they fail, I'm just going to come and hitch all 4 of the elk to the lever and have the elk pull it.
22. You try.
Here!
Your best. You are struggling to get this thing to budge. It is stuck in place.
If only we had our own giant man capable of incredible feats of strength.
I'm going to say you will need to roll a nature check for each of the elk besides Cerulean. What did you roll?
I have a 30. I have better than a 30, a 31, and then one last. I think one of them died. So 3 nature checks. I love rolling at triple disadvantage. So we had 30, 31, and then crit fail for a total 13.
So, yeah, I'm going to say you lose. One of the elk is lost to you. Everyone still has all of their personal belongings. Nobody was storing anything on those, but you are now down 1 elk. You have 3 elk to the group now.
So Charles Smoot makes his way back with the 3 elk.
All right, I got everything. You guys, everything.
Everything. 1,
2, 3. The whole gang's all here.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Where is my elk?
You lost it when you fell off and were butthurt earlier, and it ran off. Remember?
Where is my super suit?
I don't understand what you're talking about. I think the gang's all here. Anyways, you guys want to hitch all of our elk, that is completely all of them, to the lever, and they'll pull, I'll push.
Okay. Balin is more butthurt than he was before.
What is this? What is this dichotomy? Okay, we go from a critical fail total 13 on nature to the next dice roll I roll, nat 20, for a total 38 on my athletics check. Who even needs the elk? Apparently, we're just Superman over here. Gonna push the whole thing myself. Jeebus Christo. They're so dramatic today, and they're digital dice.
7 confirmed crits one way or another.
That's insanity.
That is insanity.
That's so swingy.
So, yes, Charles Smoot with much effort and in specifically wrangling the elk, losing one,
No, I got all of them.
All of them. Along with the elk, you are able to pull this lever, and the gate, all the lights on the gate finally come on, and you hear as this ancient hydraulic mechanism seems to activate as the gate slowly pulls apart, opening to the forest beyond, where you're able to continue your journey, and you have successfully passed this puzzle node.
We did it! We did a puzzle!
You did! Yay!
We only had to eat 1 elk.
It only cost us 1 elk and almost Matilda. Matilda almost died. That would have been the real heartbreaker.
You have reached the next rest node. Congratulations, you can actually click the rest button. So, before that, though, I need to go over the temporal dissonance syndrome.
It's the same one I got last rest node. That made it so that I didn't get a full night's sleep because I was too paranoid.
Oh, so you can't.
Oh, this is the one that makes me hyper paranoid so I don't sleep.
So Charles
Frogs
Smoot.
are gonna be
The frogs are back.
So Charles Smoot. What did he pull?
My favorite card. Love this card. This is Talons. You don't even need to read to me what it does. I know what it does. It's my favorite. I am on edge. I am hyper paranoid. I believe everything is out to get me.
Uh-huh.
The benefit is, though, is I always act first in combat, both literally and flavorfully.
Jaden, what did you draw?
I got the void.
The void.
Your memories blur like ink in water. You forget who you are. Or worse, you could remember being someone else if you really wanted to. But once per node, when you reference things like your name, background, role, you must succeed at a will save against your own will DC. On failure, you confidently state a false version of yourself and believe it until it is corrected. Or you can choose to still not believe it. In addition, the first time you would use a class ability that consumes a limited resource, such as a spell slot, focus point, composition cantrips, etc. Roll a DC 15 flat check. On a failure, the ability fizzles. The resource is still consumed, and you are fascinated for one round as you mentally spiral over what went wrong.
Oh, this is going to be some vocal acrobatics. We'll see if I'm up for this.
I'm not Finnevier to fear. I'm Balin.
I'm Charles Smoot, 57-year-old biology teacher born and raised in upstate New York.
You find a hollowed-out core of a giant tree, which provides a secure, temporary fortification for you as you enter back in to the dark wood. Because this is a rest node, this is a moment for you to have downtime if there are any things that you needed to do, prepare, as well as rest. But one of us won't be resting. And if you have any interactions you would like with your party members, this is the time to do so.
Sure, we'll try to finagle through a conversation. Seems like quite the task at this point. How's everyone holding up?
I'm exhausted. I have blisters on top of my blisters. I have bunions on top of my bunions. I didn't know you had bunions. I do. Now.
It's all right, everyone. I'll keep first watch.
Are you sure? You look a little wigged out, you know?
Oh, no. It's fine. I think here looks safe for now.
You had first watch last time, and you didn't wake anyone up for second watch.
What? Finnevier, is that robot hit you in the voice box?
You know, I know I said my butt is hurting, but maybe you want to drink some herbal tea.
Need some water? Feeling okay, Finn?
Yeah, I'm sure Finn's doing fine. What are you looking at me for, though?
Because your voice sounds really bad.
This is how I always sound.
Oh, no, I don't.
I'm Peachy Keen. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't. Maybe you should lie down for a bit. Wait, no, you're not supposed to sleep. Okay, no, I heard once of someone who had a major concussion and a minor vocal contusion, and after that he had a stutter. Killer comedian. Really bad for your health.
No, it's all right. I think I can take first watch. Why did you hand me my sword? Give us a lawyer. What are you doing with it anyway?
What do you mean your sword? You probably couldn't even tell me all the love and care, all the grafts that went into this bad boy.
What is happening? I don't know. I don't think I want to get in between this.
I'm not even sure you could wield Matilda with your scrawny little arms.
I'd like to see him try, honestly.
You're about to find out if you keep Matilda away from me for too long.
Right. Okay. Mr. Finnevier, do you wanna sit down for a minute?
Maybe read a book, draw some pretty pictures, read some poetry.
No, I'm fine. Where is Finn, by the way, anyway?
I think he hit his head a little too hard, guys.
He did.
Balin, you might need to hold him down.
Hold him down. What?
No, nobody's touching me.
You're right. No one.
You all lay down. I'll take my sword and I'll take first watch.
Okay, well, unfortunately for you, Finn, you don't have a sword. Matilda is mine, and I'm taking first watch.
Wait, you keep calling me Finn? I'm Charles Smoot, 58-year-old biology teacher, born and raised in upstate New York.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. We're gonna play the imitation game. That's fine. It's the best form of flattery. Tell me then, Charles Smoot, what's the name of your wife and kids?
Mom and Dad.
I said wife and kids, not parents.
That's true. I actually don't even know.
We'll say for you to try and remember his children.
I never married. Too abrasive.
That is a bold-faced lie. Everything I'm doing is to get back home. Do you even know? You know what? Honestly, I'm a little bit more offended than anything else.
Honestly, I don't think you ever were married. I don't believe it.
What? Okay, listen. Joy and I went through a rough patch, but we were in couples therapy.
Couples therapy?
That is where couples go and seek therapy. It's implicit in the name.
Therapy?
You know how when people get sick, you go see a doctor? Therapy is like a doctor for your feelings when your butt hurt.
Oh, so you don't get along with your wife because you're just a smoot, eh?
I don't like how my name has been transformed into an adjective, but I'll take it.
Yeah, he just smoots around all the time.
I don't like how my name has been turned into an adverb. Wait, no, that's just a regular verb.
Yeah, calm down. Smoot, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I should have
Anyways.
said that.
Finnear, you should really lay down. You do not look well, bud.
Honestly, get some rest.
I don't know what's come over me.
Yeah, you guys have been acting really weird.
I don't like it. Maybe something with the dark wood.
No,
Try not to breathe in the air.
it might be.
See as Charles Smoot just takes out a cloth and covers his mouth.
You never know what the spores could be doing to your lungs.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smoot. I think this exposure to the dark wood must be messing with me. I've heard some pretty crazy things, and we've seen a few people before that's fell through, and they weren't too right. We probably shouldn't stay in here too long.
Don't worry. You all get some rest. I think I can handle whatever comes our way.
Yes, right.
So, Charles Smoot.
The sequel we've all been waiting for. Charles doesn't sleep again.
Charles Smoot, you are exhausted, but your mind will not let you rest. Every fiber of your being is screaming that there is danger all around you. And inside of this tree, you keep seeing these moths. They kind of have a little pinkish hue about them as they flit around above you. One of them lands on your shoulder.
So you gotta smack shit out of that.
You crush it.
These are enemy moths. The pink could be poison. Normally, creatures indicate the level of toxicity through bright colors, trying to indicate to other creatures that they shouldn't be consumed, but could also potentially be venomous. What if these moths try and bite us in our sleep and give us some unknown disease?
He would just start wildly waving a torch, trying to burn all the moths.
And you continue this throughout the night, staving off the dangerous moths.
Because it's going to get to my party. Not under my watch. Oh.
So, where are you going to go? You have the option of going to a node that is kind of to your north or the node that is directly to your right. So,
Third option.
there is a third option.
Third option.
There is also the option to earn another FJ point. You again spend an extra day going there, but you can if you would like.
I think we're going to spend the extra day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you go to this one.
Well, I don't know what else is up ahead, and I don't want to take any chances. I say we go to the lookout point. That way we can scout out, see what we're up against.
You continue traveling through the forest, and you come across a skyscraper, or at least the remains of one. It is sturdy, and you are able to ride your way up ancient escalators in order to get a view over the landscape. This is going to reveal 2 nodes ahead for you guys, and you're also going to get another FJ point.
I'm going to reveal this set of paths.
Alrighty, guys. We should probably go to the BOIIIIS rally stuff.
Smoot,
Yeah.
you didn't get anyone up for second watch again.
What do you mean? No. It was fine. I'm bubbling with energy.
You are banned from watch.
You can't ban me. Or you think you're?
I just did, mister. You're grounded.
I don't know. I'm smooth. I'm not grounded.
Mr. Smoot, you really need to sleep. This is
Well,
not good.
So where are you going? You going to blue? You going to the right or north?
Yeah. We'll go to the BOIIIIS rally stuff.
Okay. It is time to draw once again.
from the.
I swear, if you draw Talon again, Quintin, you are permanently...
I'm going to upset Quintin. I'm going to belay expectations. He'll spend 3 points to not draw a card. Oh, yeah. Or TCG does make you draw twice if you swap with your partner. So you could draw one. If you don't like it, make me take it and then draw 2.
Belay expectations is you delay the temporal dissonance syndrome effect for 1 node.
Still draw one. It just doesn't affect you
Oh.
now. It affects you later.
No.
Okay.
It affects you now. You don't draw a new one later. So you keep the same one.
Oh, so if you like the one you have,
I see. I didn't understand.
Would you like to draw and hold before you spend that?
In that case, I think I would take useful.
So that's going to cost you 2. All right. So, Quintin, what card have you drawn now?
The flames.
Okay.
Bam! You got the star. Okay.
Okay.
are my hemorrhoids flaring up?
No, you're going to hate this. You forget an important detail about a dangerous enemy or hazard. When encountering any threat, You take a -1 penalty when attempting to recall knowledge and are always considered off guard.
Nice.
You hate it. You hate it so much.
No, that's fine. This is fine.
Imagine
This would have been really bad going into the Lynx fight, but the fact that we're here, we're fine.
Jaden, what did you draw?
The star.
You constantly feel like you are forgetting something important, causing you to double check everything you do. Whenever you make a skill check, roll twice and take the lower result. You can make a regular roll at a -1 penalty if you double the length of time the action would normally take.
And M, as far as the forest jeopardy points, I purchased GM's gift.
Oh, by the way, who's riding with whom, since you are down one elk?
Ben would probably walk, insisting that Smoot needs whatever rest he can get.
Nonsense. I am perfectly fine. I could outwalk any of you.
Smoot, you're grounded. Get on the elk.
Then I'm not grounded. Then I'm elevated.
This is a bad question by the GM. Obviously, Valen's gonna ride with me, because that's what makes sense.
Young lady, over my dead body, and I might be inching closer there, but I'm not keeled over yet.
Okay, listen, I'll be the big spoon and he's the little spoon.
I don't think that makes anything better.
What does this mean?
Doesn't. Finevere can walk. It's fine. He's young and spry. He could work out his glutes.
Young and spry? Yes, but what?
Well, Valen, you're still butthurt, so you can't walk. You can probably barely sit right now.
If the elk can carry two of us.
No.
She's light as a feather. Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Finevere already offered. He's walking. You do social distance.
And Charles Smoot will specifically ride Cerulean in between the two elves.
So rude.
There you go. Leave room for Jesus.
Roll a perception check.
my perception check at a -2 penalty? Yeah. Real killer perception check, not gonna lie. Total 30 for Charles Smoot.
Charles Smoot and Finevere, you hear voices up ahead. They sound human, somewhat gruff. And you also, Charles Smoot, you hear the sound of armor kind of clinking.
What was that?
I think there are people up ahead.
In the forest?
They're wearing armor. Bit of a gamble.
There's only 2 groups I know of that'll be in the forest.
Well, one is friend and one is foe.
And just regular old 22 then.
Certainly, Red Guard are known to be well equipped with heavy plate armor, which could be what we're hearing, but alternatively, the Darkwood is more the realm of the Seekers, so this could be something good. These could be allies. We could tentatively approach them.
I think we should scout it out first.
Agree. Keep our distance, and
Old man, why don't you just hang back here?
Hey, whoa, listen. I might be old, but Finevere over there didn't even figure out that they were wearing armor. He's in La La Land.
How did you know he didn't figure out that we're wearing armor? How did you know he saw anyone? Heard anyone?
I can see exactly a confused, dazed look in his eye that he doesn't know anything that's going on.
I'll be fine. I got this. I'll be back. And he cast invisibility.
What? Okay, guys, I swear I'm perfectly fine, but Finevere is no longer standing there.
Actually, I still am.
Okay, guys, I swear I'm fine, but I hear the disembodied voice of our compatriot.
Mr. Smoot, he's still here. He's just bending the light around his form with whatever voodoo he has.
All right, I'm sure that's perfectly healthy and natural for a young growing boy.
Yep. All right, just...
I'll be back soon. Bye.
He's just a really shy pooper.
So, Finevere, you begin moving ahead. You go about 20 yards out from your party. You see what appears to be a group of Red Guard.
60 feet? That's like right on top of us.
I mean, at 60 feet, we were able to overhear that they were talking and hear their armor clinking. So 60 feet is actually reasonable for what we were able to ascertain. It's just that we're in thick vegetation, so we weren't able to visually see them.
There seems to be this group of Red Guard, and they're moving through the wood. It seems almost like they're looking for something.
Can I try to ascertain their general readiness and condition. It's been really hard on us. How have they fared?
They appear weathered and tired, but it seems that this group, there's probably about 20 or so of them in this group, and they are somewhat sluggish.
The Red Guard are all about paraphernalia and physically representing status. So maybe you could roll like a society check in order to determine if there are any high-ranking members or if these are all grunts.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was thinking something pretty similar.
Because if they're like low-level guards, we can probably like push them over. But if there's like a Warrensburg or the French guy, it could give us some trouble.
Would there be a lore I could make to try to ascertain their...
That would be society.
Something tells me that second roll isn't going to do any better or worse.
Hey, it did get worse, despite all the odds.
So, Jaden, what was your society check?
Technically, it's a 14 because I +2 on everything.
From your interaction with the Red Guard, you don't see anyone who's dressed like Order Knight Revenant. I mean, everyone seems like a grunt for the most part. Who knows, man? You're like, at the back of your mind, you keep thinking like, oh yeah, there's something about feathered helmets, but you're like, nah, that's a Smoot thing.
You know, a similar internal monologue did happen. So, I buy it. Then we'll try to wait until it looks like they're making a little bit more noise and try to get back to the party.
Okay. You do so, and they seem to be moving off in a direction that is along the path that you are currently going, and you meet back up with your party moments later. Finn! Oh, thank God. All right, it is you.
All right. Well, it is a bunch of Red Guard.
Okay.
20 of them.
Oh, great.
That's a lot of guys.
I don't think Mr. Smoot is up for dealing with Red Guard.
All right, so I'll be charitable.
That being said, they look a little more like him.
So I'll make sure that each of you just take out 4 and I'll take out 8. I'll be an even 20.
What?
Smoot.
Well, when we go in to ambush them, right, is in our jungle tactics. But you're right, we should use hit and run jungle tactics. Like in the Vietnamese War. We take out some pit traps.
We don't need to fight them.
I feel like we could avoid a fight with them if we really wanted to.
By the looks, they probably won't make it back on their own.
Which way are they going?
He points in the direction that we were originally heading.
We could adjust our trajectory for the time being.
Oh, I mean,
We just pick a different path.
Why are the Red Guard even? I mean, we got delayed a little bit, but we had a good head start on them, and they shouldn't have known which direction we were going.
Well, they're probably here for a different reason, unrelated to us.
So then, why are the Red Guard here? Yeah, Raylan, you're right. It probably is easier that we ignore them, but if they're looking for something in the Darkwood, the Seekers might need to know about this.
I really don't like that you're making more sense than us right now.
I don't know.
Stop doing that.
My job is my rugged good looks and wisdom. Those are the 2 things I got going for me. We should wait for nightfall, and we should ambush them. Try and take a couple captives, because we don't know who knows what information. We should probably get to the bottom of why we're here. Unless any of you think you guys could successfully infiltrate their ranks, pretend to be one of them.
And you said there were 20 of them or so?
Yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
If they're asleep and half of them are on watch, we could probably take out 10 before the other 10 stir, and then it's like better odds for us.
Was there any sort of captain or anyone that seemed to be in charge? That would make it a lot easier for us if we could just take out that person,
And everyone else scatters.
Break the morale, yes.
Yeah. And anyone with feathered hats? As everyone knows, you're only a captain if you have a feathered hat.
I wasn't paying attention if they had any feather hats. And I'm plumb out of feathers.
And hats, apparently.
I meant helmet. Anyways, we should wait for cover of night, ambush them, and try and get to the bottom of what they're doing here.
I could disguise us to look like different people, but I don't think I could make us look like them. It would at least avoid...
I feel like it would be too suspicious. Why would 4 Redguard be just out wandering in the Darkwoods anyways?
Oh, you make 4 of them go missing and take their place, or...
Yeah, we could try and catch one on a lavatory break, I guess.
But, like I said, not in the cards. I mean, you could still catch one in a lavatory break and take their armor.
Take their armor.
Charles, are you sure you're up for that?
What do you mean, young man? I've never felt... I've felt worse before.
You are being very stubborn, Mr. Smoot.
Oh, yeah, and what is the alternative?
We avoid them?
If you can give me a good reason why they would be here that isn't detrimental to us.
Yep, they're going to Grandma's house.
I don't think all 20 of them would travel through the Darkwood to get to their grandma's, Kelsey. I think something
Fair point.
far more sinister is afoot. And though it is not expedient, it may be in our best interest to figure out why they are here.
Okay. So it sounds like the party would like to proceed forward. Where would you like to go?
Whichever direction they're going in.
So sounds like you would like to just proceed straight ahead.
If that is where the Redguard are, we would try and trail them. So Charles Smoot would, at a distance, begin to track them using survival.
We're just heading in their direction. It's almost inevitable. Plus, they're in the loud armor.
You want to, you guys want to go straight ahead to the potential encounter node?
Yes, we would.
Okay.
I feel like it goes along the lines of the group decides we're heading in another direction, but Smoot keeps heading in the other one. And in order to keep the party together, we just have to head where he's heading.
Because he will not change direction.
Charles Smoot, exhausted. The party now encountering Redguard in the Forest of the Forgotten, in the Darkwood nonetheless, seemingly seeking out some strange objects, like Nazis looking for the occult, I guess. You have decided to pursue after them. And we will have to see where we end up in the next episode of the Gate Chronicles.
Next week.
Thank you, Foundlings, for listening to this week's episode of the Gate Chronicles. We're so glad that you joined us. Thank you. We love you. We do want to give a big thank you and shout out to our patrons, Stephen Howland and Jason Lillis, who have been supporting us for many moons now. Many moons. Many moons. Hey, if you want to support the podcast, you can do so in many ways. You can join us in our Discord to hang out because we love talking with you and just telling us, like, hey, somebody listens. It's so nice to not just scream into the void. Void. But you can also leave us a like, a comment. I know you can do that now on Spotify as well. Give us a rating, 5 stars, please, and tell someone about us. The best ways to support us if you can't, donate to us financially, because you know what? Life sucks and we're all poor. But hey, we're still here. We're making content for your ear holes. We also want to give a big thank you and shout out to our music and ambiance creators, Michael Gelfi of Michael Gelfi Studios, Yvonne Dutch, Epidemic Sounds, Monument Studios, Artlist, all those people that are on there. We want to thank them because they create great stuff, and we put all of their links in the description below. I don't think there was anything else.
Of course there's something else.
What else is there?
Well, as you were mentioning, extra content, as you know, sadly, Antithesis of Darkness is no longer going on, but you should check out our alternate series. We both released What Happened to Snow During Her Disappearance in A Tale of Remembrance. And we have another series coming up very shortly, The Remnants of Rimidolv, which highlights all of the events in an alternate universe that is set in the same setting as Floor 10. So please do join us for both of those, specifically Missing Role Player Found podcasts. But an additional shout out, if you are a fan of us, you can also check us out, as we've been doing a lot more partnerships with the group and gang over at Quest Accepted D&D. So we've been playing with Matt, Steve, and Marco as we've been on some of their live streams recently playing Dead by Daylight. And as well, we are going to be joining them for a lot more TTRPGs in the future. So please do check them out as well, as you might have a little bit more content to sink your teeth into.
Yes, we are very bad at advertising ourselves. I
We're
have to
so
say.
bad! And that's why I wanted to plug us and our friends.
Yes.
So yeah, go look at those things.
All right. So I guess then, with all of that said, we will see you next week.
That's so many weeks ago.
I know. I gotta say, like, I can't promise. It's usually next week. I try, okay? But, like, you know, next week on the next episode of The Gate Chronicles.
Bye, guys!
Bye. What? Who are we talking to? Bye.